Hello. How's everybody?
Good!
Still okay? We're okay? We're regrouping. We're okay? Alright, let's hear it for Leslie. Let's hear it for Tracy. Let's hear it for Ben. You just clap really loud and turn it up. Let's hear it for Poppy for putting together this show. Let's hear it for the Pump House and their people. Let's hear it for you. Because you came out at night. And we're all tired at night. Did anyone else come all the way from Providence? Anybody? No. Wow, no. Well, I'm going to tell you, I have to give a big thank you to my sister-in-law and brother-in-law who are actually here from Harrisville. Wrights Farm, people. Harrisville, the South County. They left at noon. They stopped off for a bite to eat. A couple other times to stretch. And they're here. And we've convinced them to spend the night at our house in Warwick. I mean, they're adventurous, they're not certifiable. They know they're not driving all the way back to Harrisville tonight. A couple hours sleep, they'll be fresh in the morning, they'll take the trip. Tell you a little about myself. My name's Karen, and I'm a happily married suburban housewife with a golden retriever, 2 kids, a Volvo, and I always ask to speak to the manager. Oh, I'm sorry, that's meme, Karen, that's not me. That's the meme online, that's not me. I'll tell you about myself. My name's Karen, I'm half Irish, half Italian, 56 years old, lifelong Rhode Islander, married lesbian, grandmother of 2, with 2 rescue dogs and 6 rescue cats. And I'm not even in therapy. And I just like to throw all that out there in case anyone's still offended by the fact that I'm half Irish, half Italian. I know, I understand, it's okay. It's okay. As I mentioned, I'm 56, which means I'm getting older. Pretty much I'm old now. I feel like I'm old now. Like things I used to do before, they're a lot more difficult now. Like, for example, bending down and getting back up. It's not as easy as it used to be. So what I do now is while I'm down there, I scan the whole area. What else can I do while I'm down there? Oh, look, there's the dog dishes. They're not eating for another 7 hours. I'm down here now. Seriously, getting older is no good, right? You lose your eyesight. You lose that right at 50, right? I need glasses to find my glasses. Seriously, I can't even find them. And I want somebody to come up with like goggles, waterproof goggles for the shower that are prescription. Right, because you can't see shit in there. You can't wear your glasses in there, you can't see shit. It's all right at home. I know where the stuff is. But when you go on vacation, you get those little tiny bottles. You know how many times I've washed my hair with shower gel on vacation? It doesn't dry right, it looks like shit all the time. But I know I'm getting old. Sometimes I like to convince myself that I'm not though, and I like to do something to keep myself young. Like recently I signed up for flag football, to play flag football. I joined the Providence Gay Flag Football League. It's an incredible league, but a 55-year-old rookie. Clearly I wasn't thinking about that when I signed up. And then I sign up and I have the most intense coach in the entire league. This girl called Coach Red. Amazing woman, but we'd have to get there 2 hours before the games. She'd have us like practicing, working out, and then she decided that I was a corner. I would make a great corner position, which means I gotta block that guy that's gonna go out to receive. I'd be lined up across from him, and she'd tell me, I want you to bump him off his route, and then mirror him down the field. Okay, coach, you got this. So I line up, and I look up at this giant redwood. That's exactly what he looked like. Looking up at him, and I could see the fear in his eyes. I mean, it was suppressed laughter, but I like to consider it fear. And she's like, bump him off his route. I'm like, got this, coach, got this. So like the play starts, and and he like just brushes me off like a speckle in a suit and runs right down the field. And then my 56-year-old tired smoker's ass is just watching. I'm like, okay. So then I just run over to a cluster of people and make it look like I was part of the play. Like, oh, that was good. So I did that 2 games a week for, I don't know, like 8-9 weeks or whatever, and I realized that I'm too old for this shit. But I really wanted, I loved the people, I loved the league. So my wife, my wonderful wife, she said, you know what, honey? You know what you should do? You should ask if you could be a referee. And I was like, you know what, honey, that's a great idea. So I asked, they said, okay. I think that's a great idea until it happens, right? It's one of those things, after a couple of glasses of wine on a Friday, it's a great idea until it actually happens. Like, there's no follow-through with the thought. So, guess what? When you're a referee, you do 4 games a week. I show up at the field by 8 a.m. And I'm the ref that just runs back and forth for 4 games. I was the sideline ref. Just did this for 4 games. I was there from 8 to 2. It became like a 6-day of work. Wasn't such a good idea. Was not such a good idea. And I couldn't even understand why I was doing it anyway. It's not like I wanted to relive my golden years on the field. I mean, I never played football before or any other sport. Unless you consider cornhole at camping a sport, then okay, but don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was doing. I think maybe it was because of the grandkids. You know, I wanted to be the cool Nana, right? I mean, my Nana, I adored her, but she just was constantly in a house coat cooking, right? That's how my Nana was. She wouldn't even go see a flag football game when I'm playing. So I think I was trying to be the cool Nana, and then I realized, you know what? The cool Nana is overrated. It's definitely overrated. House coats have come a long way. They're adorable now. I don't know, with the little peace signs all over it. I can't wait to throw it on. I don't mind. I love to cook. It's gonna be all good. So my wife and I, though, we're considering retiring because we're done with the 9-to-5 shit. We've been doing it way too long. It's just too stressful. We're all set. So we're trying to come up with a plan, which right now it's to win Powerball, and that's not going that well. Gotta make that a little more solid. And because it's just a lot. It's a lot. And my wife's lucky. Her commute is little side streets to work. I get to take the 95 back and forth every day. Right? It's like 40 minutes for 12 miles. By the time you get to work, you're already like stressed out. As soon as you pull in the lot, you're already done. And you got those idiots like eating breakfast and texting whatever. And then some mornings when I'm running late, it always happens to me when I'm running late. Well, I'm running late every day. When I'm running really late, and I'm like, before I even get to the highway, there's that, you know that car that just shoots out right in front of you on the side street there? And you're like, why do they have to come in front of me? Like, there's no one behind me. And then you see that car, and you know, this is it, we're all done. This is a kiss of death. I'm gonna be so late today. And you know how you know this? Because there's a box of Kleenex in the back window, which means they're greater than 75. And they're going for their blood work. Because that's where they're all going at 7:30, right? And if I ever have to go anywhere to get like blood work or whatever, I feel like a toddler as soon as I walk in. I'm looking for the Highlight magazine because everyone else in there at 7 o'clock is like 80 and over, and I'm like, why? Why? You don't have anything to do all day every day. Why are you here now making us late? Then you get behind them, and then they get on the highway, and this just happened the other day, and then there's an accident. You get the fender bender, so now you're just like stopped, and you're looking around, and everyone's calling on the phone, texting. I'm like, they must be calling their place of employment and say I'm running late. And I'm thinking, I never do that. I never call and say, and you know why I never do it? Because I think that insults the other's intelligence. The office is open, I'm not at my desk. Am I running late? Or did I randomly think, oh, I guess Karen quit? Just like that. She left last night, like it was, see you tomorrow. I think they can figure out I'm running late. I mean, what did we do back in the day? We didn't have the cell phones. Did people get off the highway and go find a payphone and tell people they're running late? Make themselves a half hour later? Or I get a payphone and call and tell them I'm late. They figure it out. They really do. And then they get there late, and I have that one supervisor that's like so intense. Like, she just looks at me like, Karen, you know this is the 3rd time this week you've been late? Do you know what that means? It's Wednesday? So she didn't think it was so funny. My coworkers did that. So, I mean, we're like I said, we're so stressed. But we're very lucky because we have the 8 pets. And I know you've all heard that they say they're stress relievers, having a pet, stress relieving. That's bullshit because it's not. They add a lot more stress that they take away. But I'm trying to convince myself that they're stress relievers. So now every time our dog is like that bark, 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 I try to think of it as like the sound of chimes. Right? Our dementia kitty, she's yowling. It's like, it's wind blowing through the trees. When the beagle just starts licking herself everywhere, right? It's a babbling brook. It's like a spa, it's so relaxing. We named our dogs, they're now aromatherapy and massage. So relaxing. And we have a gym too built in because we have the baby gates everywhere to separate everybody. Right? So it's a spa and a gym. So part of our retirement plan is to open it up in an Airbnb. So if anyone's interested, see me at the intermission. If you want to come to our spa gym. But we try to find ways to relieve the stress, and other people try to help. My cousin bought me like the adult coloring books. She got us some really nice ones. They like have jokes in them and stuff. And she bought us the nice coloring pencils to go with it. And I was like, hey, this is gonna be a good idea. And then I started coloring, and I said, you know what? Adult coloring is very stressful. It's not stress relieving. You're expected to stay in the lines constantly. They want you to use the right colors, right? You gotta use the perfect color, like flesh color for the face. You can't do purple faces at 56. Right? It's not like when my granddaughter does it. Oh, great job, sweetie. You did such a nice job. I think I'm strange when I color faces purple, but I've been trying to color one picture in this book. So I can mail it to her, like, thank you, this was nice. I've got 3 lines done in 2 weeks. I mean, you don't have the time, and it's a lot of work. And because we don't have the time, I suggested to my wife that we take them with us when we go out to eat. You know what I can do with the kids? So like the waitress comes over, we give her our order, then we take out our coloring books, our colored pencils, but we get bored too. Sit here and wait for our food, might as well color. But then there's other things we like to do to relieve stress. We love playing games, especially Scrabble, America's Good Time game. We're like Scrabble, crazy Scrabble lovers. Like, there's like crazy cat ladies. Well, we're that too, but we're crazy Scrabble lovers. And just board games, they kind of relax you when you're just chilling. Except for the one I recently bought. They have this game called Cold Case. And it's a cold case murder that you have to solve. You have to solve the crime. They give you all the evidence. They give you the newspaper articles. They give you the photos. Very, very intense. And I'm like obsessed with it. It might be because my father was chief of detectives. It might be in my blood or whatever. But I'm like, I bought the police tape. I roped off the table that we played at. Watching tape. And I'm just like rereading the evidence. We're missing something, honey. We're missing something. And she's like, hon, what are we gonna have for supper? She's like starving because we've been staring at this game forever. And I'm like, honey, just order Chinese. We'll eat it out of the box like they do at SUV. Just get it. I have to bring closure to this family, honey. So that really isn't relieving stress either. But we have our old standby, which is Lifetime movies. Does anyone else watch those poorly acted Lifetime movies? All right, you don't even have to have a brain cell. You just sit there. You always know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to be abused. Oh, he seems like such a great guy. He took her to Paris on the first date. I can't believe he's slapping her around now. So like we watched those, and then there's another benefit to watching Lifetime. It's the Colonial Life insurance commercials. Right? Yeah, you don't have any age, no physical. It's only like 10 cents a week. They never raise their rates. They leave somebody like $50,000. And then there's the one where the woman has like the nice spread. She's got like all the nice sandwiches out and the salads. And the woman comes up to her in the kitchen and said, "It's a beautiful spread you put out." And she said, "Sure, I couldn't have done it without Ralph's Colonial Insurance." Right, and then there's the other one with the woman. Did you see the one with the girls at the mailbox? She's like getting her mail, and the neighbor comes across. "I'm so sorry to hear about your mom." "Yeah, but look, my first check's here." She could give a shit about the mom. I'm thinking, you know what? I am getting colonial life. Because my wife is putting out a damn spread, and she's gonna have a check in the morning. That's why I gotta get going now, because I gotta get home and fill out the paperwork by midnight. But before I go, I wanted to say a couple of things. Always, always, always play nice. Always stand together for our equality and against discrimination. Always, always rescue. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, Poppy, for having me.